Hi, it's Roman from Inner Strength. What I have for all of you in this short little video are these cool techniques to help take your wheel to the next level, to essentially make your wheel even better. Now, I assume that all of you have some kind of practice. You've either tried wheel or you have a wheel in your practice. And what this is going to do for you is open you up to a whole world of sensation and extension within the wheel. Now, what I want you to do now is carve out 5 minutes of your time, grab a pen and paper, and enjoy the video. Okay, so here we go. One of the first things you're going to want to do is lie down. Grab your lower shins just like I did here. Now, by grabbing your shins, what it'll do is it will allow you to place your feet as close to the seat as you can. Oftentimes, students place their feet a little too far forward, and when they push down, it results in the force for the pose pushing in this direction, rather than when you root down the feet, it transferring the weight up and around. And I'll show you as I hit the play button here again. So just want to make sure that you can do that. Now, not everyone can grab their shins like that, but if that's possible, I want you to start in that way, and this will help you into the bridge. Now, once I set my feet as I did, I root the feet down, and I'm lifting up my toes. What that does, it allows me to find the heels of my feet, the balls of my feet. By raising my arms up and over my head, it also allows me to walk my shoulder blades away from my ear. Now watch as I put the play back in motion here. Okay, let me just do a moment and I'll pause it. I'm going to rewind the timeline here and play it again so you can see the way I walked my shoulders away from my ears. 1, 2, 3. Then I walk my feet closer and try to grab the tops of my feet. Now, what that's going to do is, as I pull on the tops of my feet, it's going to help me to draw my shoulder blades closer together and down my back. This is incredibly important in bridge or wheel or pretty much every pose we do, to get the shoulder blades together to help with extending the middle part of your back, the neck, to open up the sternum and so on. Now, once I do that, you can see I'm pulling on my feet almost like a bow. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and rewind the timeline here just to show you once again what I did. Grab my feet. Let me hit play. Use that to help draw my chest open more. Then I place my hands beside my ears and come onto the top of my head. Now, if you notice, typically students, they'll either place their chin further this way, so the placement will be up here, or their chin will be tucked into their chest and the back of the skull will take the weight. If you notice, that's literally, if you draw a line down the straight of my center of my skull, I'm right at the top. Now, that's difficult to sense because very rarely, if ever, in culture are we on our heads. But with practice, I want you to start to feel it out. I'll go ahead and hit play. Now, here's a great technique to help further extend my body to get me a little bit closer to the full expression of Urdhva Dhanurasana, or what we call the wheel. Now, notice what I did. I'll go ahead and rewind the timeline here. I came from the top of my head there. I placed one forearm, then the other. I'll hit play, and I literally extended up onto the balls of my feet, back into it. Now, I placed the weight of my body into my head again. My arm is sort of obstructing the view here, but I'm still placed down squarely on the skull, top of the skull, or what the yogis call the shirsa. Plant my hands and go straight up and then over my hands. All right, let me go ahead and rewind that so you guys can see the lift off. Watch the way I do this. I'm high on the balls of my feet here. As I rise up over my hands, I gently ground one heel at a time, reset my feet, and then I find my balance. The way I do it is I like to look up. It's an interesting thing. I also can look down in my thumbs, but by looking up, I get a sense of where up is. Like that is not up over here. But if you can see, my eyes are looking straight up. Then what I want to do is I want to bring the center of my heart back and over my hands more. Gives me a sense as I drop my head, and there I am. When I'm looking at this video, I know that I have the flexibility, the ability to move this part of my body, then my chest and my heart this way more. So there's more of a straight line going up. And when I do that, I would walk my feet underneath me even more. So that's it. I teeter back, I teeter forward, I take a couple big breaths in, and big breaths out, and then I come on down and out of the pose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rewind that and let you watch the whole process again. Coming into bridge, walking my shoulders, shortening my stance, clasping the tops of the feet, pull me like bow, set my hands, bring myself to the crown of the head, the shirsa. Forearm, forearm, full extension so I can open my chest. Like a yawn, it's preparing me. One hand, the other hand. As I go up, I seek out my hands and I move over the hands, grounding the heels. I look up to find where my center is. You may look down, you may look up. It's all personal preference. Then I heavy the head like a bell, like a wrecking ball. Take a couple breaths here. Really absorb the pose. It's a very deep back bend. And then come on out. All right, so I hope you were able to take notes, and I hope you get to the mat and apply that technique to make your wheel even better. If you liked what you saw in the video, you're going to love what Lauren Starr and I have for you in the 4 Pillars of Freedom Teacher and Personal Development Program. Now, these weekend modules span over 8 weekends, and each weekend we go over one of the 8 phases of what we're calling the 8-phase system here at Inner Strength Studios. Within each one of the phases, you'll have all the postures, everything from ragdoll, the very first pose that we do, downward dog, all the way to shavasana, and everything in between. During the course of these 8 weekends, Lauren and I and the participants of the module, we work together to help primarily metamorphose and transform and strengthen your physical practice. And the techniques that I'm showing you here in this short video are exactly the techniques that I show all the participants in our live teacher trainings. Now, what I want you to do now is go online, check out the innerstrengthyoga.com teacher training tab, and if it's right for you, if the time is right, I want you to sign up. Send us an email if you have any questions. Once again, this is Roman from Inner Strength saying thank you for making Inner Strength stand out from the rest, and I'll look forward to seeing you